Hey there, Leos. How are you guys? This is Kara, and you found me at Tarot Just Because. And I'm back again to do your reading for the month of May 2017. So this is for everyone with their sun, moon, or ascendant in the sign of Leo. You can also check this out if you've got Venus in Leo or 7th house, which is your relationship house. Let's see, I've got some announcements for this month. I am going to be starting to offer personal and private readings for my YouTube viewers. So for the month of May, there is going to be a special, and I'm going to be offering a 30-minute reading for $20 and an hour reading for $40. And so if you're interested in getting a private reading with me, my email is going to be in the description box below. It's caralou32@gmail.com. So here's how this is going to work. You send me an email that you're interested in a private reading. We schedule a time, and then the readings are going to be offered by phone if you choose. But if you are outside of the US, they will be offered by Skype only. So inside the US, you can choose phone or Skype. Outside the US will be by Skype. And the time frames that we're going to be looking at are weekends and then evenings Pacific Standard Time. So keep that in mind. So shoot me an email that you're interested. You will pay through PayPal. And once I receive your payment, that locks in your appointment time, and then we will get together and do a reading. So what else? I'm using this month, as per usual, the Mystic Dreamer Tarot. If you are familiar with tarot at all, the meanings of these cards do sometimes differ a little bit from probably the most famous deck would be the Rider-Waite. So if you're familiar, and that's kind of your go-to deck, these meanings can vary a little bit, but they're pretty close. And I'm introducing a new deck to the readings this month, and every sign is going to get an advice card, overall advice, to cap off their reading from the Earth Magic Oracle cards. They're really beautiful, and they're really inspiring. They've got good stuff in them. So it's just kind of my way of putting a positive little bow on each reading. You know, sometimes we get some pretty heavy stuff in these readings, and I do always like to look for the positive in there somewhere, because in every negative situation there's an opportunity for growth, and probably the most important thing when we're going through something negative is to look for that, because it's a path to making things better. It's the path to getting through it with as few scrapes and bruises as possible, and to hopefully achieve growth and ascend, you know, as a result of whatever may be going on. So, all right, Leos, I want to start with you guys with your central issue, and you've got the Seven of Wands, and that's a fire energy. So this could be you, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. We've got the Seven of Wands here. This bitch is ready to fight. She's got her wand set up. She's, you know, you look at her stance. She is poised. She's ready to fight. She has something to defend. Okay, this really beautiful scenery in the background there. That is what she's defending. So you've got something that you hold very near and dear, whether it's a family member, your children, your relationship, your job, something that is very important to you that you feel a need to stand up and defend right now. Okay, you are definitely on the defense. And as a clarifier for that, we've got the Tower and the Upright. Okay, so this is major arcana, major life event. So what I'm seeing is that there was some major shakeup, there was some major happening, something dramatic, something big, something that, you know, life might have felt like it was crumbling around you a little bit. That can be as dramatic as a divorce, the loss of a job, potentially the death of someone close to you. It can be something as minor as a car breaking down, but whatever it is, it causes a shakeup in your everyday life, and it has got you on guard and defending something that is very near and dear to you, and you are absolutely ready to fight in your very Leo kind of way, because you guys are not afraid to stand up and fight. So I actually, you know, when a fire sign gets the Tower card, I'm the least worried about you, because, you know, you guys you're really the strongest signs in the zodiac when it comes to that sort of thing. Every sign has their strengths, but also as a clarifier for the Seven of Wands in your near future here, you've got the Eight of Swords. Okay, so swords energies would be air energies. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could have a lot of this in your chart. I feel like this is not someone external to you. I feel like this is just This is another representation of what you're going through right now. I feel like all three of these cards that I've shown so far, these are all you, okay? Not that there aren't people in your environment right now that could be causing this. We'll pull some clarifiers. I'm going to start doing more clarifiers. It does take up more time, but I think it's necessary, so I'm going to start doing it. But when we've got the Eight of Swords in the upright here, this is feeling sort of imprisoned by what's going on. All those swords around her, they represent all the problems around her at this time. And if you look at her, she's, woe is me. And I'm not diminishing what somebody might be going through, but she is feeling bound, imprisoned by these problems, these thoughts. They've got her worried. The one silver lining to this card, though, is that there is a way out. You see, if she opens her eyes and just takes a step forward, that she can get out of this. So what this card wants us to know is that forward motion is absolutely essential in this situation. If you stay stuck, it will get worse. And so you've got to do what you need to do in order to be able to take that step forward, which can, and the reason why I'm stumbling over my words right now, it can be really, that's easier said than done. People don't just stay in problems because they like it. They stay in problems because it is very difficult to take that step forward. What you do have, though, here supporting you, I think this is someone outside of you. I think this is a friend or a family member or somebody that you can lean on, but you've got the Queen of Swords and she's in the reverse. And so swords energies are also air signs. So Aquarius, Libra, Gemini could have a lot of that in your chart. This could be someone that that is of one of those signs, sun, moon, or rising. These readings are general. This bitch is no joke when she's in the reverse. And so if this is a friend that you have on your team right now, on Team Leo, then you're in good company, because she does not take it well when someone she loves is being threatened. Just be careful not to rile this person up too much. They could they could go too far. I'm imagining like somebody coming into your work and telling your boss to go to hell on your behalf. That's a very dramatic example, but you kind of see what I'm saying. So when you are, venting your frustrations, when you are sharing what it is that you have been through, and you're all worked up and you're ready to fight, and you're sharing that with this person, you need to keep in mind that they are going to be very ready to get up and do something about this on your behalf. And you need to, it's up to you whether you want that type of assistance, or whether this is a situation where you need to kind of calm them down, because it's not necessarily the answer for you. You know what I mean? We'll pull some clarifiers, and I want to at least introduce this card, but as your potential outcome, you've got the Justice card. So to me, something happened that was very unfair to you. And you're very intelligent, so you're not just going to stand up and fight just because things went wrong. Whatever this is that happened, it was unjust. It was not fair. And this card is telling us that in the end, potentially by the end of the month, and I'm feeling like maybe even by the third week of the month, things start turning around in your favor a little bit. Whoever or whatever caused this to happen to you could very potentially be exposed, and things are going to kind of shift back around. So it could potentially be kind of a shitty couple of weeks, but you have people around you that know that you didn't deserve this, so you're going to have aid. And if this is something going on in a work setting, the powers that be, the higher ups or whatever, they're going to become aware of the situation. They're going to know that it was unfair to you, and it's quite possible that they will go in and rearrange some things to make this right for you. So that's good. Let's do a clarifier on the Tower. Remember, clarifiers, they don't tell us the future. They help us kind of determine how we got to where we are. So why did we get the Tower? What led us to that? Sorry, I'm getting a little tired. been talking and talking and in fact, hang on. Okay. Oh, it's cold. Cold tea. Tastes good though. I like my hot drinks hot. Why did we get the tower? Cut in half. Bottom of the deck. Okay. Okay. All right, so someone was toiling through the night here, setting something up, I think. They were working very hard, like getting their ducks in a row just right. I do feel like somebody kind of came in and victimized you somehow, and that's what resulted in this tower. This was something that was planned. This is something that somebody intended to do to you. I'm really sorry. I could just be speaking to a small number of people, and I kind of hope that's the case actually with this reading. Even though your outcome looks good, but this is uncomfortable. It feels icky. Somebody did this on purpose, you guys. And this friend or family member, this support person, this Queen of Swords that wants to go kick some ass on your behalf here. She's got the Temperance card as a clarifier. So this is good news. So this is between you and her. You guys are going to achieve this sort of your energy is overwhelming in this reading. Together, you guys are going to achieve the sort of inner balance that is required to withstand the kind of chaos that's happening. The Temperance card is also the Sagittarius card, if that means anything to you, if that's someone in your environment. That's important to note. But this gal in this card here, she has absolute inner wisdom, inner peace, and balance. It's almost like an honorary Libra card, really. She's very balanced, and this rushing water around her symbolizes chaos. Okay? And if you've got this going on between you and your friend, then when you put your heads together, you're going to be able to fight this situation with the kind of power that you need to have, but without going batshit crazy and making some silly mistakes. So if this is like a work environment, this is reminding you to keep your calm. Remember to behave professionally. And I don't care if you work in a toll booth or a, high-rise building in the city. It is always important to be professional. You're never going to regret it. So this card is going to remind you to keep your wits about you, stay calm. You can step forward right out of this problem. Okay, it's going to take a little bit of planning. You are the victim. You were victimized by somebody, but you're going to come out in the end getting your justice. Okay, things will be set right. And, to clarify the Justice card, I love this. You got the Six of Cups. Okay, it is in the reverse, but this talks about reminiscing about the past. So you're ready to, and you're not quite there yet because it's in the reverse, but you are ready to get back to calmer waters, to get back to however life was before this happened. And you know what? I want to clarify that too. Actually, I'm going to clarify a clarifier because I don't give a fuck and I can do it if I want to. I'm sorry about the cursing. If you don't like cursing, that's just kind of how I talk. I apologize if you don't like it. I don't know what to say. But I just feel like I should apologize if you don't like it. But I'm probably not going to stop because I don't even think about it. It just comes out. Clarify the Six of Cups here because I wish it was in the upright. But you're definitely longing to get back to a calmer time. And why wouldn't you? I hate sometimes when I pull a card and it just tells me the obvious. Like, who the fuck wouldn't want to get back to a calmer time? This I already know. Talk to me more about it. All right, we'll take that. Okay. Well, you got a good life, okay? This is temporary. You got the Three of Cups in the upright here, in addition to your Justice and your Six of Cups reversed. So, what you're trying to get back to is those more lighthearted, celebratory, you and your girls hanging out and having a bottle of wine, or you and your guys playing poker, or, getting back out on the golf course, or just getting back to that routine that you were in before all this took place. And this is telling me, you got 2 positive cards here as clarifiers for your outcome. So I think you'll definitely get back there. This is temporary. The Tower is actually always temporary. Okay, the energy is not lasting, so that's a good thing. Now let's move on to your overall advice, your Oracle card. So from the Earth Magic, I'll show you one more time. I love, love, love this deck. You got the Cave card, Sanctuary. Okay, so what I would like for you to do this month, as you're working through this stuff, I want you to make sure that you're taking some time for yourself each evening, or before you go to bed. I don't know, maybe you work graveyard, but so maybe it'll be in the morning for you. But before you lay your head down at night, I want you to take at least a few minutes to yourself to breathe, regroup, do something that is calming and relaxing to you, whatever that may be. Maybe you like to take a bath in salt. Maybe, you like to have a glass of wine. Maybe you like to read a book or whatever. But it is really, really important that no matter how busy you might be, because you've got more going on in life than just this spread right now. This is just one piece of life. But it's really, really important for your overall health. And I get this really strongly, that you take a few minutes to fucking relax before you lay your head down, because when you sleep, your brain is working to solve all the problems of the day. And you can look this up and do some research on what happens in the subconscious mind when we sleep. That's your brain's opportunity to work on the real issues that are going on. Because during your waking hours, it's all your conscious mind working, and that's the part of your brain that tells you to get up and go to work, and what to do at work, and what to say to people. And the real problems that are at the core are really kind of ignored during that time. And it's during sleep and rest that our brain is working through stuff. And so you need to set yourself up for the most restful sleep that you can. And so what I really want you to do, make sure before you go to bed that you do something nice and comforting for yourself. You're going to need that rest. Your brain is going to need that time to process what's happened to you, so that you can achieve this balance and keep your cool while you handle this, because it feels kind of dramatic. And like I said, you are the victim. Somebody did something to you, and you have every right to kick and scream and turn into a psycho, but that's not going to help you. You would be justified in doing it, but it's not going to help you. So do that. What else? This person that did this to you, you don't have to worry about them doing it again. There's a lesson here for this person. And in fact, I feel like they might even be gone. Once this is resolved, they might be out of your life completely. So if this is a partner, you're gonna be done with them. You're gonna kick them to the curb. If this is somebody at work that did something to you, they are gonna be transferred. They're gonna leave the job on their own, by their own decision. Somebody's going to jail, something. But that energy is, it's pretty much already gone by the 3rd week of May, I want to say. Yeah. At least by the 3rd week of May, they're gone. So moving forward after that, you're going to have all the space you need to just heal. So that makes me happy. The last thing that I just do want to point out, and it's just a little tiny thing, but when we get the 3 of Cups here in the upright, watch your indulgences. This isn't the time to be drowning your anxieties in a case of beer, or, smoking too much or whatever. So be careful of that. You need a clear head. So I wanted to just point that out real quick. But Leo, that's what I've got for you guys this month. If this resonated with you, let me know. Please leave a comment. If you've got this kind of thing going on, you might want to hit me up for a private reading. We could look a little further into it and some more specifics, but otherwise, you guys, I think, are going to be sitting pretty well by the end of the month. And just thanks for joining me. Thanks for bearing through this. I hope that you have as peaceful a May as you possibly can, and let's keep our fingers crossed for a much better reading in June. But that's really up to you. How you handle this month is going to really affect the months going forward. So this is kind of a crucial time for Leo. So make sure that you're taking really good care of yourselves, guys. So thanks again so much for joining me. I love you guys. To my subscribers, thank you for coming back every month. I love you guys more than you know. And if you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by and checking me out. And I will see you guys in June. And you know what to do until then. Take very good care of yourselves and be well. Okay. Thanks, Leo.